Mail a letter for 3 cents. Yes, that's right. You can mail a letter for 3 cents. You use the U.S. Post Office, not the United States Postal Service. They're two different entities. The U.S. Post Office was created by Congress as mandated by the original Constitution. In the 1960s, the U.S. Post Office was changed to the United States Postal Service, which is a separate corporate entity. So the U.S. Post Office still exists within the U.S. Postal Service. So what you can do, you can send mail through the United States Post Office instead of the U.S. Postal Service. The rate is 3 cents per half ounce or 6 cents per ounce. What you have to do is send it what is called non-domestic mail. So you have to understand the difference between non-domestic and domestic. Understanding the difference between the geographical United States and the corporate United States. You hear the term United States and you think of the geographical United States, but there also exists a corporate entity, which is the District of Columbia and its subsidiaries, the state corporate. So to understand this, the corporations are what is called a legal fiction. They don't physically exist anywhere. It's fiction. So the District of Columbia is a registered corporation. You can United States and the District of Columbia can be found on Dun and Bradstreet as a corporation. It's a fiction. So when you send mail domestically, you are using the jurisdiction of the United States corporate. And before the United States corporate was created in, I believe it was 1871, everything was a republic. And the United States Post Office is a faction of the republic. So the Constitution created the post office, and they mandated it, and then the Congress created it, and they set these rates. They've been changed once or twice throughout history, but the latest rate is 3 cents per half ounce and 6 cents per ounce sent through the United States Post Office, not the United States Postal Service. How do you send non-domestic mail? You send it care of an address. You're not sending it to a person, which is a corporate person or a legal fiction. You're going to mail it to an address, so you use care of, and then you use the street address. Use full words for street, avenue, court, and the state. Do not use abbreviations. The abbreviations are apparently copyrighted by the United States Postal Service. So to send non-domestic, again, spell out the words completely. You leave off the zip code, or you could put the zip code after the city and the full spelling of the state by placing it in brackets, and you use the word near and then the zip code number within brackets. So it is not part of the address, it's just information to help direct the mail to go where it's supposed to go. Now, some of you people that have rummaged through your attic and looked at your old family memorabilia might have run across letters that have a name, an address, and the word city. And you'll notice that the postage rate was only 2 cents. You can still mail that way. You can mail a half-ounce letter for 2 cents, but you have to go through the local portion of the post office. So you remember, I don't know, some of your older folks might remember that the post office used to have 2 slots. It would say out of town and it would say local. So if you were to mail local, you'd drop your letter in that slot that says local, and you'd have the address. It would just say city. So I haven't tried mailing that way yet, but maybe I'll give that a shot. Where I heard about all this is on the Republic Broadcasting Network. You can find that, Google it, Republic Broadcasting Network, or RBN. There's a show on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time. It is called Common Sense Revisited. It's hosted by a good friend of mine, Todd McGreevy, and he's had a lot of guests on there talking about the Republic and fighting the corporate establishment and the courts. And he has a co-host, Corey Ide. He That's where I first heard about this mailing thing. And so you can tune in to Republic Broadcasting Network Saturday at 1 p.m. Central. It's a 2-hour show. Or you can catch the replays on Todd's blog. It's called Third Rail Blog. And he'll have replays, MP3s that you can download and listen to these shows. So this is an interesting exercise. I'm not necessarily telling everybody to send all their mail through non-domestic United States Post Office, because obviously they're having their financial issues. But if you want to try it as an experiment, and it just shows that the Republic still exists. You do not have to live in the corporate jurisdiction of the District of Columbia. You can still exist within the Republic and conduct business outside the corporate jurisdiction of the District of Columbia. So long live the Republics, and go ahead and check it out. Google non-domestic mail and you'll learn that the Republic still exists. Long live the Republic.